Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. For this week's reading, I'm going to be reading with the Modern Love Tarot by Ethony Dawn, and I am going to be doing an unboxing video of this deck, kind of like a walkthrough of the deck really soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. All right, so I'm going to draw 3 cards here. My intention with this reading is to get kind of a general overview of the week ahead and hopefully pinpoint some key themes and energies that will pop up for us this week. All right, so let me just zoom in on my cards here. All right, let's begin with the first card, which is going to represent Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, oh, I love this one. This actually might be one of my favorite cards in this deck. So this is the 3 of Cups, and as you can see, there is such a fun celebratory mood with the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups is about really, well, letting it all hang out, clearly. But it's about letting your hair down and laughing and having a good time. We see people together here celebrating. This could mean socializing at the beginning of the week. It could mean just celebrating something, having a good time. Often when the 3 of Cups shows up in a reading, it's reminding you to have a sense of humor and to prioritize fun and playfulness and celebration. I think sometimes we push this to the margins when we have other things on our plate, and the 3 of Cups is here to say, hey, don't take everything so seriously. Make sure you have room for fun and laughter and celebration. So I think at the beginning of the week is a good time to even ask yourself, how can I bring in more of this energy this week? How can I make time to celebrate and laugh? Middle of the week, so Wednesday, Thursday-ish, we have 8 of Cups. And wow, the energy of this card compared to the first card, it's like this major shift. Just the expression on the woman's face in the 8 of Cups is, she looks very kind of glum. So let's look at what's going on in this card. It looks like she's boxing things up and she's moving and she's putting things in a moving van. Now, the 8 of Cups is about walking away from something and going off on a different path in search of something. It's usually like you have reached a point where you realize that you've come so far, but you still haven't found what it was you were looking for. So you make the decision to make a move and change course. And in that process, sometimes you have to let go of some things, and sometimes that can feel joyful and exciting and adventurous, and sometimes it can feel painful, and sometimes it can be both of those things at the same time. So what I'm getting with the 8 of Cups this week is you may come to a place this week where you have to make a decision about what direction you're going to go in and what you're willing to leave behind, what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to let go of, what you're willing to put up with versus what you're willing to walk away from and let go of. And this isn't an easy decision by any means, but it is what it is. And I think I'm going to turn over the 3rd card, because once I can see that card, I think I'll be able to see how all of these cards kind of fit together. So for the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have the Ace of Cups. I love seeing the Ace of Cups after the 8 of Cups, because the Ace of Cups is an ace, so it represents new beginnings, the potential to start over, the potential for that new fresh energy, that new perspective to come forward. Now, because it's the Ace of Cups, and cups is all about the realm of relationships, emotions, and feelings, communication, things like that. This is really a chance to start fresh in your relationships. So this could it could show up in two different ways. It could represent a new relationship coming forward. So the potential to meet someone new. But what I'm really leaning more towards is that this is a potential to turn over a new leaf also in your existing relationships, romantic or otherwise. And particularly where communication is concerned. And what I'm getting when I look at this card is that if you focus on sharing what's in your heart when you communicate with others, and if you focus on being centered in your heart as opposed to being centered in your mind to communicate with others, you not only do you increase your chances of being heard by the other person, but you also increase the chances of actually hearing the other people that you're communicating with. Like you're truly able to connect to others when you communicate from your heart. And and I noticed like doing this. I did this the other day where I shifted from communicating from my head, from a place of intellect and logic, to communicating what was in my heart. And it totally changed the quality of the conversation. And for the first time, I felt heard by the person that I was talking to. Whereas in the past, I felt like I was being brushed aside and ignored. And so it really shifted that dynamic. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with the Ace of Cups. So let's look at all of these three cards together and see what the message is. So we begin with like party time. Three of Cups, celebration, laughter, party time. This is really about kind of letting your hair down and celebrating, getting your yayas out. And then we move to the Eight of Cups, and this is a little bit more challenging. This is about making a decision and what direction you're going to go and what you're willing to let go of in order to kind of free yourself up to move forward. And then with the Ace of Cups, we have this fresh new beginning. So it's interesting because it's like you need to be in this place of laughter and joy and celebration in order to get clarity on what it is that you really need to let go of and what direction you want to go in. You don't want to make this decision from a place of fear or grief or any of that, but you want to make those decisions from this place of feeling, joyful and whatnot and celebratory. So deciding, what needs to go, what needs to stay, what direction you're going to be in. And then the Ace of Cups is a beautiful card saying that, once you make those decisions, you open the door for new opportunities. I'm just going to look at these cards again to see if there's anything else that I'm noticing. So I am noticing that we have all these cups in this card. And then we have cups. Actually, it's all cups. I just noticed that. Can't believe I didn't notice that till now. And then here we have the empty cups. It's almost like the party happens here, and then this is like the day after the party, and there's these like empty cups around, and she's kind of hungover looking. But interesting that we got all cups. And like I said, the Suit of Cups is about feelings and emotions and relationships. Three of Cups is about positive, joyful feelings. Eight of Cups is more about, I think, seeking emotional fulfillment, not being willing to just shuffle through the motions. You actually are demanding more than you previously did. You need fulfillment on an emotional level as well. And then Ace of Cups, of course, is always about sort of new beginnings, and not just new beginnings, but opportunities to do something different when it comes to relationships and when it comes to your emotions and your feelings. So this weekend, ask yourself, what can I do differently in the areas that aren't really working for me? So if there's like a particular difficult relationship you're struggling with, or difficult emotion, what can you do differently that you haven't tried yet? Yeah. Okay, so I've been talking way too long now, so I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you see in these cards? Is there a particular card that you are drawn to? Or do you notice a particular theme throughout all these cards that is particularly interesting to you, that is calling to you? And feel free to share your 2 cents in the comments below. I want to say thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe. I post these videos every week, and check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got lots of fun tarot learning resources on there for you to check out. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and thanks for watching.